Hello viewers, welcome to our YouTube channel, The Quick Grammar Check. In this corner, we normally discuss fundamental and invaluable concepts of grammar. Thank you very much viewers for your support, your subscription, your views, your likes. If you are visiting this channel for the first time, remember to click onto that subscribe button so that anytime we produce a video like this, you'll be the first one to be notified. Again, if you get something good, then it is imperative that you share it out. Share with friends, share with families, share with anyone you can find around. Today's study is on correlative conjunctions. First, I would want us to refresh our minds on what a conjunction is. A conjunction is simply defined as a joining word. Conjunctions are joining words. Today, we are going to be specific on a particular type of conjunctions, and that is correlative conjunctions. What then is a correlative conjunctions? So, correlative conjunctions occur in pairs with an aim of joining different parts of a sentence. Consider the example below so that we see some of the examples of correlative conjunctions. There is a conversation between a parent and a child. The parent makes this statement, and kindly viewers, I would want to draw your attention to the words that are written in red ink. The parent says, either you learn to finish your food or you will not grow strong enough. So the words written in red are either and or. Those are correlative conjunctions. They are two words that join together to join different parts of a sentence. Look at the child's response. The child responds, not only will I finish it, but also ask for more. So in red we have not only and but also. So again, the also we can put it in bracket because one can decide to use it or you can decide to omit it all the same. The two examples there are just some two examples of correlative conjunctions and their usage in sentences. Very fast, let us go through some other correlative conjunctions and where we use them. We will begin with the first pair, that is both and used together as correlative conjunctions. Let us consider this sentence that Jane is both a good wife and a good mother. So this sentence has two roles of Jane. Number one, Jane is a good wife. Number two, Jane is a good mother. So on top of being a good wife, Jane is a good mother. So we use both and as correlative conjunctions to join sentences that show that there is an additional information about something. So you can come up with other examples of how we can use both and as correlative conjunctions in joining different parts of a sentence to show additional information. Very fast, let us move to the second pair of correlative conjunctions. And this pair, we have either or. So this pair is used in sentences which normally present two options. And between these options, one can only take a single option. Simply put, either or are correlative conjunctions that are used in a sentence where there are two options, but only one option can be taken. Consider this example. And I want to draw your attention still to the words in red. The first one, either you leave now or you will be late. So we can underline or, because it also ought to have been written in red big. Either you leave now or you will be late. So there are two options in that sentence. The option of leaving now or the option of being late. Only one can be taken. If one decides to leave now, then they are not going to be late. If one decides not to leave now, then they are going to be late. Another example, either you work harder or you will lose your job. Still, there are two options there. The option of working hard and retaining the job, or the action of not working hard and losing the job. In either or, we use either or as correlative conjunctions in sentences that present two options and only one can be taken. Let's move to the third one. And the third one is the correlative conjunction, not only, but also. You can see also in a bracket to show that you can decide to include it or you can decide to omit it. No damage done. This pair is used to express that something happened or was done in addition to something. If you want to show that in addition to what took place, there is another that took place, then you use the correlative conjunctions not only and but also. So an example here, not only did they buy the land, but also the property on it. So in addition to buying the land, these people also bought the property in it. Not only, but also. Correlative conjunction used to show that on top of what happened, there is another thing that also happened. On top of what was done, there is another thing that was also done. The fourth one, we have the correlative conjunction, neither nor. Where do we use neither nor? We use neither nor where there are two options. And unlike either or, in which there are two options, but only one can be taken, in the correlative conjunction neither nor, all the options, all the two options are viewed the same way. Let's consider this example. Neither English nor mathematics is difficult. So there is the two options of English being difficult, English not being difficult, and mathematics also not being difficult. So the ability to handle the two subjects, that is the mathematics and English, are viewed the same as not difficult. The last pair is that of if used together with them. This pair is normally used to express a condition. Condition that if this is done, then there is another thing that has also to be done. Consider the example. We have, if you love your country, then don't talk ill about it. So there is a condition that if you are to show your love for your country, if you are to show your patriotism, then it is imperative that you must not talk ill about it. You can still come up with other examples. And by the way, if it's possible for you, then you can try to come up with examples from the first pair, that is both and if and then, and you can drop them on the comment section so that we can look at them. Finally, before we come to the end of this session, let us look at an exercise and we see if we can handle them. So we are expected to fill the following gaps with correlative conjunctions. The first one, we are told vegetarians eat dash beef dash chicken. So then we must get to know who a vegetarian is. And a vegetarian is someone who majorly feeds on vegetables, nuts, and the rest. So that tells us that a vegetarian cannot eat beef, a vegetarian cannot eat chicken. So there are two options here that are viewed the same way. So we will say vegetarians eat neither beef nor chicken. The second one, her ambition is to become dash an engineer dash an architect. So it is quite interesting to see if someone can concurrently be an engineer and an architect at the same time. Yes, it is possible realistically, but then practically or logically, it is something very difficult. So here we have two options, but we must only take one. So we will have her ambition is to become either an engineer or an architect. Ambition is to become either an engineer or an architect. So that brings us to the end of the discussion on correlative conjunctions. You can find other exercises and try if you can do them. If it's not possible for you, then you can also let me know on the comment section so that I can find for you more questions for practice. Thank you very much, viewers, and let us meet again next time on Quick Grammar Check.